If you live in a cold climate and you're not offering ice dam removal and emergency services, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. I have been in ice dam business for the past 10 years. It's an amazing opportunity for anyone who is slow in the wintertime, for all your contractors, landscaping people. And in the wintertime, we are slow. So what do? We trying to help people with whatever needs they have, usually snow removal and ice dam removal. But ice dam removal requires investment. You have to buy some expensive machines and I'll cover them, but also it's great earning potential. This is not a roofing business. This is emergency response business. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, how to price it, and how to run it the right way. First, let me explain to you what ice dam removal business is. It's emergency service. Just like a towing company charges you premium to show up and take care of your vehicle when you need it the most, just like locksmith charges you premium for unlocking your car. What's happening here, McQueen? You want to steal the show again? Just like that, emergency business requires emergency pricing because you are super in demand and you have to consider it. Now let's talk about what ice dams are. An ice dam happens when heat escapes from the house, melts the snow on a roof, and that water freezes at the eaves. Water then backs up, it gets under the shingles, metal, or tiles, and suddenly homeowners have leaks, interior damage, and they panic. They don't want to estimate, they want help now. The biggest mistake contractors make is treating ice dam removal like a normal roofing job or a construction job. They want to provide an estimate, they want to tell them how much it will cost them. You don't send estimates, you do not get back to them tomorrow, you do not shop price. You are taking orders, not bids. This is emergency service and there are only two models that work. Option 1 is an hourly rate and option 2 is an emergency flat minimum. Most successful companies charge $450 to $650 an hour. Sometimes you'll charge $800-900 an hour, 2-3 hour minimum, depending on demand, depending on weather, depending how tall the house is. Do you need rental equipment? If you're working on apartment complexes 4 stories high, you have to get a lift there. You have to order cranes. I mean, there's other things that you might consider as cost, right? Like what else do you need? Like water supply. Do you have to hook it to their water or do you have to bring your own water? You know, that's another expense to the job. When it's busy, the price goes up. That's supply and demand. When homeowners calls, you don't explain the science. You don't educate for 20 minutes. You say, Icedamliquidators, this is Dmitry. How can I help you? We have ice dam. Absolutely, would love to help you. We charge $450 an hour, 3 hour minimum. Most of our jobs takes about 2 to 3 hours and we can be there in 30 minutes. Yes, we can help. We charge an emergency hourly rate with a minimum. Payment is required before arrival or before you start the job. We can be there today. We can be there in 2 hours. We can be there in 3 hours. You don't give them a price. You tell them, hey, I can be there in 25 minutes. Will it work for you? They already have a leak. You know, they can't wait until tomorrow or day after tomorrow. If you have a leak, it's gonna keep coming. The snow is coming, the snow is melting, you need to stop it. And homeowners don't have the tools, don't have opportunity to go on the roof. They don't know what to do. They only can make it more damage. They're gonna take hammers and start breaking it. They can damage more roof. You show up, you collect the payment before you start the job. Crews are expensive, equipment is expensive, conditions are super dangerous, demand is high, you have insurance, you have expensive workers, you have to pay people really well too. People who argue about prepayment are not your customer. If anybody says, well, I don't have money, I'll pay you later, you know, if you cannot get the payment when they need you the most, you move to the next job. You don't take that risk because it's just asking for trouble. And I promise you, in this business, if they appreciate you, they will pay you because you showed up with equipment when it's cold outside. Maybe it's Saturday, Sunday, maybe it's after hours. You're there, you're ready to serve. So the payment is just honest exchange, right? Like, I'm gonna do the job, it'll be 2 hours, here's the bill. This is not a shovel business. Let's talk about equipment that you need. Professional ice dam removal requires an Arctic steamer or hot water pressure washer. It's not your typical pressure washer. We're talking about low pressure. So we're operating at 250 to 300 50 degrees. 2.43 gallons per minute. You need good machine. I recommend too, and the machines will run you anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000. Arctic Steamer makes here in Minneapolis great machine, but you can also go to Northern Tool and Equipment, and they have them in stock. Again, they start like $3,500. The one I recommend will cost you $4,500. You can also buy them used, but be careful because if they've been used a lot, they might go off fast. You're also gonna need 150 feet of hoses, extra fittings, salt for porches, torch for frozen lines. Working outside in the winter time is not fun. You want to have your shovels, your blowers, your proper winter gear. You actually will need, even though it's winter, but you will need a rain jacket, almost like rain protection, rubber boots, rubber hats, like one of those one suits. Because you are outside, it's freezing temperatures, but you're dealing with the steam, and that steam will make you wet. So you want to keep dry at all costs, despite the fact that you can make a lot of money fast. If you get cold, if you have those cold feet, if your hands are cold, if you're not prepared, you're going to go home because your body will be your limit. So keep your body warm and think ahead how you're going to do it. Maybe take extra clothes with you so you can change on the job sites if you get wet accidentally. So if you're under-equipped, you are underpaid in this business. This business is not marketing, it's speed to lead. Whoever answers the phones first wins. You answer calls immediately, you book the jobs right away on the phone, you set invoices by text, maybe by email, you collect payments instantly, no paperwork, no delays, you can do all of it digitally. You show up, you confirm the issue, you start to work immediately, you go to the next job. Guys, in this business, you only have 2-3 weeks in most markets. I think 2019, we worked for 6 weeks. We did about $250,000 in business in those 6 weeks. So it's in and out, and then it's warmed up. No more items, like calls go to the peak super fast, and then they also drop super fast, because once snow starts melting and sun is out, the weather it's pretty much canceling you and your business. So if the job expands, you communicate clearly and continue billing hourly. That's not upselling. That's just, hey, it takes longer. We could not predict it. That's the problem solving. This business has no advertising, no sales team, no estimating department, no long time timelines. Jobs are the same day, next day, high margins paid up front, and extremely profitable. That's why most people like it. One storm can outperform a month of roofing sales. If you have crews, trucks, and insurance, this is an add-on that prints you money. Do not apologize how much you charge. Do not race to the bottom. I see a lot of guys every year charging $150, $250 per hour. You can't do it. Your machines cost more. And also think about all the risk that we are taking. I mean, you are in a frozen roof on the ladder. This is a tough business. If you're charging $150, $250 an hour, how much are you paying your people for that? How are you gonna pay your insurance properly? If I charge $450 an hour, I'm paying my lead technician $100 an hour for billable hours. Second guy, whoever's helping him, $75, right? That's $175 just in labor. I still have to pay for the machine, pay for the ladders, pay for the gas, pay for the hoses, all the accessories. I mean, it's profitable, but you have to charge correctly. So do not race to the bottom. Just because someone else can do it for less, take pride in your work and also in your prices. You solve emergencies. Make it easy to hire you. Remove the problem. Get paid fast. That's the Icedam business. If you have any questions, comment below. I do have YouTube channel. I kind of neglected it because I haven't been doing it for many years, but I still have great content. It's Icedamliquidators.com. If you have any questions for me, you can schedule a call with me. I can consult you, maybe even come to you, help you to set up the business. I love Icedam department or just DBA. You literally can do business as your roofing company business, but you can advertise as Icedamliquidators. We're actually letting people use Icedamliquidators in their towns. So we do it in Chicago, we do it in Iowa, we do it in Minneapolis. You can literally use Icedamliquidators.com to generate leads for your business, but show up as your roofing company. Say, hey, Icedamliquidators is just our DBA, is our marketing name. We're actually roofers with insurance. All our employees are roofers. That's what we do. But in the wintertime, we remove ice dams and build them from your roofing company. Nobody gonna tell you no. They just need you solve their problem today. Stop the leak, remove the ice, and move forward. This is it. For them, $1,500 is actually not a lot of money considering all the problems that ice dam is causing to them right now. Comment below what you think. I'll see you guys in the next video.